Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachak with us. Double honors under the elders, apostles, a great millstone. The elders, a great millstone. And of course, peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect, the sincere servants of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, serving him with truth and sincerity. So coming back, man, with another lesson to the Spirit. This lesson is going to be based off of this news article from naturalnews.com. It says doomsday scenarios, possible events that could cause the extinction of humans. And we know currently that Esau Edom is ruling. Esau Edom, if you don't already know, is a so-called white man. Of course, not all so-called white people are Edomites, meaning not all people with so-called white skin are Edomites. But we know the majority of them are, according to the prophecy, according to history. We know that they are the Edomites. So again, it says doomsday scenarios, possible events that could cause the extinction of humans. Currently, we know that Esau Edom is running the earth. Ever since that he has been running the earth, we've seen how the earth has been on the fastest decline as ever seen. So as you can see, it says here is a list of possible events that could cause the extinction of the human race. And just to put it out there, we know that the human race, mankind, will not be extinct. But when we get the scripture real quick, it's Matthew 24 and 22, and it says, "And except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened." Because we know in these days that we're in right now, we see how obviously, you got nuclear war coming, you got obviously all these pestilence happening, basically all these wars happening, these global famines. We're obviously seeing inflation. We're obviously seeing things that we have never seen. That's why Daniel 12:1 says that it's going to be time like never before. And that literally Michael the Archangel, which is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is basically the angel under Yahweh Shai, Michael the Archangel. He would have to be sent to defend us. So to read, it says, going back to the article, nuclear war and fallout. Of course, that's one of the things that could cause extinction of the human race. It says, in 1945, Albert Einstein said, the release of atomic power has changed everything except our way of thinking. 70 years later, in 2015, countries are still stockpiling nuclear weapons in preparation for a nuclear war. A nuclear war is not likely to be survived by the human species. Studies of the world's leading climatologists predict that a large nuclear war, especially one fought with strategic nuclear weapons, would create a post-war environment in which it would be too cold and dark to grow food for many years. And for those who think that such a scenario is nothing more than a movie script, all they have to do is look at the world's nuclear arsenal. The Federation of Nuclear Scientists estimated that there are a total of 12,700 nuclear warheads at the start of 2022 held by 9 countries: the US, Russia, UK, France, China, Israel, India, Pakistan, and North Korea. Conflicts between these countries can cause a spark that will lead to an all-out launch. Any nuclear war fought with even just a fraction of the operational and deployed nuclear arsenals will make Earth essentially uninhabitable. Yeah, and this all is just theoretical, by the way. We know that there will be a nuclear war, because we know that a nuclear war is prophesied within the scriptures, within the Bible. A nuclear war is prophesied. But the whole earth, the whole human race won't be extinct. You're going to have a lot of people who die, without a doubt. But prophecy needs to be fulfilled. The scriptures speak about a kingdom of heaven being established on the earth. When we get Isaiah 9:5, it says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire." Yeah, because back then, they would fight with swords and stuff and shields. Nowadays, wars are fought with literally with fire, meaning with nuclear missiles. Yeah, with bombs. Nowadays, that's a modern day war. In Jeremiah 50:2, it says, "Declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard." And publish and conceal not. And yeah, the prophets are declaring among the nations. Publish and set up a standard. And what is that standard? That's the scriptures, the Bible. It says, "And publish." Yeah, because we're pushing out this word. We're going out there on the highways and byways. We're uploading these videos on YouTube, on the internet, so that, of course, the word gets out there. And the Lord makes where the videos, the word comes in the ones who have been chosen, the elect of the nation of Israel. It says, "And conceal not," yeah, don't hold back, like it says in Isaiah 58:1. Cry loud and spare not. It says, "Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces, her idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces." Yeah, because we know Bel and Merodach are all ancient Babylonian idols. Nowadays, the most common idol was plantation Christianity. Obviously, Cesare Borgia, as known as Jesus Christ. When they say Jesus Christ, they're trying to refer to the Messiah, to the Messiah, the only begotten Son of the Heavenly Father. When you go into the scriptures, obviously we know the Lord, he's a so-called black man, and we know that Lord has his Hebrew name. His true Hebrew name is, according to the Paleo Hebrew, is Yahushua Mashiach. So verse 3, it says, "Her idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces." Yeah, because everyone, or you obviously have a mass exodus from these so-called Christian churches. You got a lot of Israelites waking up to the true heritage and coming back. But it says verse 3, "For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast." Yeah, in the north, it says, for out of the north there cometh up a nation against her. And the country, that cometh up is Russia. We know Russia is our north country that will come up against Babylon the Great, which is America. Just so you know, this isn't speaking about ancient Babylon within Jeremiah chapter 50. Now, obviously, this hasn't happened yet. Obviously, the modern day location of Babylon is within Iraq, and there's no huge, large desert in Iraq, or where Babylon was. Nah, man, it's greenery there. That's speaking about Babylon the Great, which is America. Skipping down to verse 9, it says, Jeremiah 59, "For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country." The assembly of great nations is a Russian Federation. It says from the north country, the north country is Russia, "and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert. None shall return in vain." And those arrows are nuclear missiles, symbolic onto nuclear missiles. Obviously, Russia is not going to shoot just a traditional bow and arrow. Thousands of traditional bow and arrows, wooden bow and arrows to hit the souls of Babylon. Obviously, that wouldn't do nothing. The arrows are symbolic onto nuclear fire. What type of weapon, projectile, can completely destroy a country? Obviously, a traditional bow and arrow can't do that. It would have to be a nuclear missile, which a nuclear missile has kind of like the appearance of an arrow. So that's why the scriptures describe it as an arrow. Obviously, the term nuclear missile didn't exist back then, so the prophets used the best way that they could describe these objects, these projectiles that they were seeing during the visions that the Lord gave them. So going back to the article, yeah, and it also says the Russian Federation, or the Federation of American Scientists, estimated that there are a total of 12,700 nuclear warheads, but the scriptures prophesy that 200 million nuclear warheads will be shot upon Babylon the Great. And to prove that, you can go to Revelation chapter 9. Go ahead and read Revelation chapter 9. It speaks about 200 million nuclear warheads. Revelation 9 and 15, it says, the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year for to slay the third part of men. Yeah, it says, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. And I saw the horses in a vision. So this is Apostle John the Revelator, seeing this vision. It says, and I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire, and a jacinth, and a brimstone. And the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issue fire, and smoke, and brimstone. Exactly. And we know the nuclear missiles will have the power to, once they explode, obviously they will emit fire, nuclear fire, man. So what Apostle John is seeing is the nuclear missiles. So we know a nuclear war is inevitable. It's bound to happen. But we know that the lake of fire the scriptures speak about, the lake of fire is not speaking about a spiritual hell. The lake of fire is speaking about the fire, literally a bird's eye view of America being destroyed. That's like the lake of fire. Imagine having an aerial view of America being destroyed by nuclear fire. It will obviously look like a lake of fire, literally. So America, Babylon the Great, the lake of fire will occur in Babylon the Great, which is America. And we know America is the only nation that's spoken about to become a desert and to be destroyed in 100%. Israel right now will be destroyed because obviously you got Edomites dwelling right there, wicked devils in that land right now. So the Lord will have to purify the land by fire. But Israel will be restored again, and the Israelites will come back onto that land. So it says biological and chemical warfare. So this is the next one on the list. It says, compared to nuclear weapons, biological and chemical warfare can be developed and weaponized much easier, even with limited war resources. Yeah, obviously, there has been chemical warfare. Then skip it down, it says, panned, emics. It says might not even be able to say this, but it says the disease, what disease that just passed in between 2019 and then 2019-2020, and of course it extended kind of up until 2022. Yeah, it kind of calmed down since then, but it says what is the biggest emic in a century. Yes, with a 19. It says increased urbanization, population density, and international travel raise the risk that any new infectious disease will become a major outbreak. At the same time, antimicrobial resistance is rising, making infections more deadly. And when we get Matthew 24 and 7, it said, for a nation, or we can start at 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And we're hearing of the rumors of wars happening, the Russia-Ukraine war. Rumors of wars, China and Russia versus the U.S. It says, see that ye be not troubled, for these are For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. I said, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Yeah, many places. And we're seeing these pestilences happening. Like the 19, for example. It says in earthquakes, we're seeing a lot of earthquakes happening more than ever. In diverse places, meaning many places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So we're in the beginning of sorrows, man. Once all hell breaks loose, the MOTB is unleashed and mandated within society, then then that's going to be the time where literally Yahushua will have to come back. Because all hell, all chaos will break loose, literally. Skipping down, it says planet killers. So in the article, it says something that could be a threat to human life is planet killers. The number of asteroids and supercomets that travel through space is huge, and there may be objects revolving around our sun that people are unaware of. Yeah, but at the end of the day, man, asteroids and comets destroying the earth is not even biblical, man. We already know the earth won't be destroyed. It's not like it's going to be asteroids to destroy the whole earth. Nah, man. When Yahushua comes back, Yahushua is coming back in a great chariot. And even Esdras likened onto the chariot of Yahushua being so massive that you would have thought that a mountain was removed from the earth, because Esdras was looking around the earth or the land to see if a mountain was removed, literally, because that's how massive and great Yahushua's chariot was. We know the chariots that be the so-called UFOs that you see in the sky, those bright orbs that completely do supernatural things within the sky. They're able to move. They're very agile. They're able to break the laws of physics. Those are the chariots, are the angels. But we know Yahushua will come back in a great chariot. And many scriptures that speak about that. So Yahushua will be that threat to literally to the earth. When people think about the Messiah coming back, they think that's going to be all loves and hugs and kisses. Nah, when Yahushua comes back, he's coming back to destroy. But he's coming back to deliver his people. And he's coming back to destroy the wicked ones of the earth. And to remove the rulership from the heathen, especially from Esau. Now, not all the heathen will be destroyed, because we will need slaves. There's prophesied for slaves to be in the kingdom of heaven. Scriptures say, he that leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity, like it says in Revelation chapter 13 and 10. Also, Isaiah chapter 14 prophesies that our oppressors will be oppressed under us. And literally, there will be our slaves and servants and handmaids. So Yahushua is coming back to deliver his people and to establish his righteous rulership, removing the power that these other nations have over the earth currently. Revelation chapter 11 and 14, the second woe is past. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And the second woe is World War II. And the third woe, it says, cometh quickly. And the third woe is a third war. The World War III. And we already know that it's right around the corner. And that's coming quickly, man. We know World War III is about to happen very soon. Literally, according to all the world events that are happening currently. So the scriptures prophesy. Let me get Revelation chapter 20. Revelation chapter 20 and 4, it says, Revelation chapter 20 and 4, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast. The beast is a NATO in the EU. Neither his image is a system, ultimately. The NATO and the EU are seeking to move on to the New World Order. And the elect of the nation Israel won't bow down to the New World Order. It says, neither have received his mark upon their foreheads. And we know that the mark of the beast, is the RFID implant. And the elect of the nation of Israel won't receive that mark. It says, upon their foreheads or on their hands, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. So this is after the destruction and the taking down and the overthrowing of these other nations. If apparently there was going to be a human extinction, then how would the ones who resisted the beast, his image, and his mark, how would they be reigning with the Most High and his Son 1,000 years if human extinction will happen? Nah, there's no such thing. There's not going to be any human extinction. But we know in these days coming up, a lot of people will die. But the elect of the nation Israel will be reserved. And of course, you're going to have some heathen that are reserved too, to be reserved for slaves, to be slaves. Once the kingdom of heaven is established, once the nation of Israel is established. And many other scriptures that speak about the nation of Israel ruling again on the planet Earth. Isaiah 14, chapter 14, a great chapter that goes into that. So we know that there's going to be a nuclear war. Obviously, more emics. You already know what I mean by emics. And Yahweh Shai coming back to destroy, to take down the rulership of the Edomites and take down the rulership of the heathen and set up his righteous rulership on the earth, which will be the kingdom of heaven, and the Israelites will be running the kingdom of heaven under the power of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. So Lord's will, you bless out there edified. Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai B'Hashem Barak HaKodesh Barak Thumb Shalom.